Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Summer. Um, it is currently February 7th, Friday. It's the beginning of the full moon. That's going to be at its peak on the 9th, I believe. It's going to be in Leo. And I just felt the need to make a video and kind of just pull myself out of the little, I don't know, not really funk, but I've been super overly, not overly structured, but I've been a lot more structured with the things that I've been wanting to get done, and I've been feeling like not myself because I'm not saying I'm not structured, I'm just not balancing enough, like my communication and getting out the house and things like that. It's easy for me to zero in on certain things and forget about other things. So trying to incorporate the aspects that I enjoy that are not just this is what I seriously need to get done in order to proceed to my goal and get closer to my goal, because I know that I'm going to get those things done. So therefore I need to make space for the other parts of myself, if that makes sense. Yes, okay. So I did make this spray a few weeks ago. It's sort of just like a self-love, refresh the energy sort of thing that you would use to smudge, like when you're burning Palo Santo or sage. I kind of gave it those sort of intentions. But I did give it more of a rejuvenating smell with citrus, with lemon and lang lang, I believe. So we'll spray some of that. And it's just a great body mist, and I spray it on my bed and stuff too. I also did spray this aura cleansing spray that my friend Bree made. It has, I believe, rose in it, and she made it with Florida water, and she put a lot of love into it, and I feel it when I spray it on myself, which I just did. So I smell like rose and lemon and lang lang, and I did put some lavender on me because I love me some lavender. So I just smell like all kinds of things right now. But yes, so I do want to do a card reading. I do have two different sources I'm going to be referring to. The first one is going to be my Fountain Tarot, which is the only deck I currently own at the moment, which I haven't felt led to get any other decks. I might get an Oracle deck sometime soon, but I don't really feel like I need one right now. But it would be nice to have different references because, tarot is it's not as nice as the Oracle. It kind of just tells you like it is. So, yeah, oracles are more like the pick-me-up, and tarot is just well, you asked, so I'm gonna tell you. So don't be upset when you hear what you gotta hear. But yeah, yeah, this full moon I'm gonna put a lot more intention into, because the last full moon I don't really feel I feel like I was very introspective, but I wasn't doing a lot of manifestation, and I did write down a list of things that I wanted to take in and bring into my life, but it wasn't as powerful as I could have made it, if that makes sense. My posture is ugh, my back's girl, what you doing? So what we're just gonna do is pull a card of something to focus on for this full moon, and kind of just go from there. I'm not gonna do a whole spread, and I'm going to just use my intuition and intuitive eyes and to just pick up what I perceive the message to be without going directly to the textbook definition. So okay, so the focus for this full moon is going to be the Five of Coins. I've been getting a lot of coins The one I got a lot last time was the Three of Coins. I got it 2 times in a row, separate days, separate shuffles. Maybe I just am not good at shuffling, but I want to believe that it was for a purpose, to kind of just put all your skills into action with achieving what you want to achieve. So yes, 5 of Coins. So it looks like there is a person who is kind of like looking a little bit in doubt, or like feeling down on his luck, sitting behind these stairs. But all he has to do is look up and see that there's light sort of guiding his way, and it's not all dark and hopeless. And these 5 coins could definitely be the things that are the beacons of hope to look forward to and to strive to get towards. Because the whole surrounding is very dark, and he's looking down, so it's easy to just be like, there's nothing to look forward to, there's nothing around me that I can get a grasp on to give me hope. And these windows remind me of church windows, and I believe in God, and I believe in Jesus, and I've been trying my best to reconnect with him a lot more lately. So for me personally, it feels more like God is saying, look up to me. Like, I'm right here. I'm ready to help you if you need it, or whatever you believe, the universe, spirit. Just look up and like look at the sky, look at the light, look at the source of what we're from. There's hope there. You just have to look towards it and work towards it, and you'll get there. Yeah, I didn't pull this reversed, so this is the upwards version. I can show you the art a little bit more. So as you can see, he's looking down with his little head, and then there's the window of hope. So for the first spread, what to focus on for this full moon is to look at the things that are the driving force of what's keeping you going, and look up and look around you and take in the things that have the potential to be amazing for you, and don't keep your head in such a way where you're only witnessing the things that are bad, because it's so easy to do that, especially when there's no one else's voice you're hearing but your own. Sit with yourself and breathe, meditate, journal, and I'm like trying to speak out a realistic way to implement the message. Do grounding. Do a lot of grounding, especially for people who have a lot of air in their charts. I know I do. So just make sure you're being mindful of the energies that you're allowing to take over your head, because not all the energy around is something that belongs to you, and it only belongs to you if you claim it. So keep that in mind. And I have this cool app on my phone, which is called Mystic Mondays. I don't know why it's called Mondays only. Like, it refreshes a card for you to pull every 24 hours. So it looks like this. Ignore my cracked phone screen, but it's available on Android. I'm sure it's probably available on iOS too, because normally we're the people to get it last, to get these cool apps last. So yeah, it says your card resets at midnight, and they do have a physical deck too. It's also available at Barnes and Nobles and other places, and it has a page that like goes over like the meanings of each card, so kind of like the booklet version on the digital app. So we're gonna pull it, and this is gonna be something else we can focus on. And when I am witnessing, or I'm on YouTube listening to people pull decks, I choose what resonates most with me. So you can do the same. And so, see, this is what I'm talking about. Tarot, like, it doesn't care about your feelings. It really does not care about how you feel. It's like, we're gonna keep it real. So this is definitely a grounding card. It is Knight of Pentacles reversed. So here is the artwork. And you can choose to have it reversed or have it upright, but for the sake of this, I'm just going to keep it with what naturally pulled up. This is the first reverse card I've ever gotten on this app. So it says, repetition is dragging you down with boredom and apathy, and you desire some spontaneity in your life. You're currently feeling stuck in a routine, and all your days blend together from the lack of variety. Spice it up. Even though activities like paying the bills or cooking dinner aren't all that exciting, you can find ways to make them fun. Daily maintenance is a part of life, and ignoring practical matters will get you into trouble. You could also be resisting change, preferring to keep it safe. Others may describe the Knight of Pentacles reversed as boring and mundane. Conservative ways of living can close you off to experiencing what life has to offer. Look for ways you can add passion and excitement into your life. Move and flow to keep from being stagnant. That's kind of what I was talking about in the beginning of this video. I've been in such a repetitive state of being the past chunk of days. Everything started to blend together, and all of a sudden it's Friday when it literally feels like it was just Monday. It's very important to just be mindful of how you're living out your days, and even when you do have to live by a routine in order to get things done, do something for yourself. Make sure that you're honoring yourself and who you are as a person. These societal routines and things that we need to keep ourselves afloat are going to be there. You're always going to be having to do those things, but you're in the now. Make sure you're just honoring yourself in some way. Take a minute to journal and breathe, meditate, draw a picture, paint a picture, watch a funny YouTube video that makes you happy when you're not feeling in the best of moods. Start your day off with at least some sort of ritual, and when people, so that was the card, okay? I'm kind of just going off on a tangent now. When people think of the word ritual, it always sounds so witchy, and it always sounds oh, I don't know how to do a ritual. When you wake up and you brush your teeth and you take a shower every single day and you make your coffee and you read a book, that is considered a ritual. It's something that is important to you that you do every day, that is repetitive. And sometimes you have to set up new rituals in order to keep up with the constant evolving that we are all doing as individuals. And that could just mean waking up in the morning a little bit earlier so you have time to not only just brush your teeth and drink your coffee, but to sit down and meditate or do some yoga or go on a walk and walk your dog a new path. And just make sure you're being conscious of the things that you're doing when you are around and going about your day, because it's super easy to get stuck in this mindset of gotta go to work, oh, blah, 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 and then have this attitude of just, let me spray this. Just felt the need to spray it more. Citrus. Okay. It's easy to get stuck in your ways, basically. I'm just going off of what the card said at this point, but I do resonate with that because it's so easy, and that's kind of the way that society's structured. So it's just easy to get sucked into that, and make sure that you're just being mindful. That's honestly the word of the year for me, or at least for this quarter of the year, because when you are with yourself all the time and you're not interested in being around people or being outside, those are signs that ooh, time to get out of your comfort zone, because it can become toxic and it can become restricting and almost you're building yourself your own prison without realizing it. So yes, but I am going to definitely be planning out a more intuitive and specific sort of ritual for the full moon. I decided to get that highlight on, put some lipstick on today, because I've just been very bummy which is fine sometimes, but when you're not feeling great, or you're in that mindset that you've been in repetitive, not doing anything that much different, it's good to change it up, at least with some makeup, and communicate and open that throat chakra and just talk about life. And even if it's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo, you're communicating and you're exercising your speech. But okay, that's pretty much the video for now. I am probably gonna make another one just because the full moon is definitely gonna be working on me, because I haven't been. Normally when it's a full moon and I am like not in the best cycle I could be in, it amplifies things that I need to work on, or I just find myself becoming a lot more exuberant and eccentric. So if I do have any other inspirational things to talk about on here, or I feel the need to pull another card, I will. But I feel like those cards are a pretty good statement of just things to work on in all of our lives, and I feel like it's very applicable to everyone. Just take the time and be aware of the blessings around you. Be aware that it does get better. Be aware that everything is a seasonal situation. Nothing is permanent. It's constantly changing. Make sure you implement the constant change into your life as well, because it's super easy to get stuck. Okay. So that's it for my video. I am probably going to make another cup of coffee. And I will probably watch some more videos on the Divine Feminine, because I was watching them and then I was like, wait a minute. It's time to look cute, bitch, because you cute. But all right. I also do want to say, I do have my pouch of stones over here. So a stone that I've been drawn to a lot. I'm like in your face. A stone that I've been drawn to a lot. I actually have one of them in the room right now, but one of them is this rose quartz that is very pale pink. It looks white, but I promise it's like very pale pink. Rose quartz and bloodstone. Look into those stones and see if you have them, or if you're around a crystal shop. I definitely recommend picking those up, especially rose quartz. That's like an essential. It really helps with self-love and just softness of the heart chakra. And bloodstone is that stone is going to do some work on you. It helps absorb the negative energy, and in the health benefits, it just helps circulation and getting away. If you're around technology a lot, it helps absorb the negative radiation from those technologies. Along when it comes to absorbing negative radiations, there's also malachite, which is an intense stone to really hold on to and connect with, but it's just it's good to have around if you're working with a lot of tech. But I'm gonna stop because I'm not about to do a crystal haul. I might do that a little bit later, but I'm gonna stay on the intention as much as I can. So I love you guys, and I hope you have a great full moon and just a great weekend. If you're not into full moons and stuff, this channel is not only for talking about spiritual things, but the intention was to start off just by journaling videoly journaling my spiritual journey, but I'm definitely down to talk about other things as well. I just talk about whatever I'm in the mood to speak out. So anyway, I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Have a good one, and remember, you're amazing.